the worst sufferer as a community, it is the Kashmiri Pandits. And they were just targeted because they were Hindus and they were Kashmiri Pandits. So that is the basic premise. So the leadership has to be got into account. They have to be equal stakeholders. If we want a permanent and a long-lasting solution, Kashmiri Pandit community needs their rights, needs their representation. You see, today there are 4 or 5 stakeholders in this whole process: Jammu, Kashmir, Kashmiri Pandits, POK refugees, and people from Ladakh. So if we have all these 5 taken in consideration, maybe in different phases, maybe this is not the phase, but in different phases we get them into concurrence, in a common platform, we understand their grievances, we understand the role they are going to play, and ensure an equal and appropriate representation of each of these stakeholders, then the peace will last. Today I see only 3 issues, Uday. The number one is, I see it is about delimitation, it's about development, and it's about the discourse. So discourse is what is going to be the future discourse of the political process in J&K, which has to start with delimitation, because without delimitation, nothing is going to work. If 15% of the valley holds 60% of the elected seats, then the election will always be a fixed match like it has been for the last 70 years. So, and now it is also time to give young and dynamic leaders of non-traditional parties of the valley to come into the mainstream. I'm happy to see whatever has been the outcome of DDC elections. I'm happy to see young leadership emerging from Jammu, Kashmir, from Ladakh, from everywhere. Now a time has come, the change of guard must happen. Now these traditional valley-based parties have to decide either they are with the process or they are left out of the process. But the evolution will happen, things will continue, but the most important point will be all 5 stakeholders which I named have to be taken on board, and they have to be given equal representation. Kashmiri Pandits specifically need a representation over there because the community size is so small. This moment they can fight an election and win an election. So what are you doing to give them representation in the Legislative Assembly and across the state? What are you doing to take care of their interests? What will happen to the atrocities which have been committed, and how are they going to be compensated? It's not only about the money. What is the future discourse? What is the future